Savage.
What it do? What's up? I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Here to bring you another quick message here. Please like, share, follow, hit that notification bell and that subscribe button. Select the all options so that you know when all of my uploads. You feel me? Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Dad, for bringing us here to have this moment to commune with the divine at this given time. I'd like to ask Archangel Michael to clear out all negative energy, to strike down any negative vibes, bad magic, dark magic, root work, negative root work, bullies, because that's what I came here to talk about, bullies, and control freaks. Thank you, Soul Tribe family, for joining me. I really appreciate it. And spirit guides and spirit teams, thank you. Thank you for your love, support, your guidance, and your wisdom along this journey, because we all need that. No matter what spectrum, light or dark, we all need guidance and wisdom and love and knowledge, no matter where we are on that spectrum. So I appreciate it, right? Pancakes. Ooh, excuse me. So I was just going about the morning, and I just had this feeling of irritation, because I'm sitting around. I was thinking about a lot of things that's going on, in my world, and the way in which people have bullied me, or tried to control just taking control of things in my life. But overall, it's people try to control things in my life, unless it's some shit that's way out of my reach. You know what I'm saying? I can handle that shit. I can handle bullies too, though. You know what I'm saying? But this is different. What I'm talking about is different. The bullies that I'm used to are bullies that I can see. We're face to face, we're eye to eye, mano y mano, man to man, sometimes man to woman, a man to child, because the kids can look little ass kids like toddlers and shit. They try to bully. They do. You just look them square in the face and say, "I will beat your little ass if you don't move out of my way." And then they probably look at you and say, I'll whoop your big ass if you don't get the fuck out of my way. I'm like, you motherfucker doing a cuss word. Bullies. Trying to bully you. I'm specifically talking about like on YouTube. The reason that was significant, by the way. That's somebody's name. I'm not going to repeat it. Rewind it if you want to hear, but that's somebody's name. So I have a small lisp, but not that profound of a lisp. Spirits coming through. So 3:33 in the clock. But it's worrisome to me. It's bothersome. It's kind of like what would I compare that to? It's kind of like being on an airplane for like a 3-hour flight, and you're sitting next to somebody who falls asleep and their breath is on fire. That is the most annoying thing I have ever, like one of the most I've ever had to experience. This happened a few times. Because I guess you could wake a motherfucker up and go, your breath is humming, or you could throw a mint in their mouth while they sleep. Because you can't request to move. You could, but it would just be bullies are more trouble than they're worth. That's what I'm getting at. Because take it back to the example, the analogy I gave. You can't it's like you're leading a horse to water. You can't make them drink it till they get thirsty. Then they don't even have to drink the water from the little trough or the stream that you take them to. They can go find wherever else they want to drink. You can't make somebody with stinking ass breath brush their teeth. Half the time they don't even know they got stinking ass breath because they're too busy with their noses and faces and eyes and ears all up somebody else's ass all the time, figuring out what they're doing so that they can sabotage it or try to take it over. But I'm thinking about YouTube. 515 on the clock. It's bothersome. You know why it bothers me? Because you got a bunch of grown ass people. These are grown ass people. And I can guarantee you one thing's for certain, collective. And this ain't just about me right now. This is about you too. I'm just using my experience as an example here. But I do have a personal kind of irritation or issue, grievance. I've given it to the Most High, but you know, it's on my heart, and I'm gonna talk about it because I think it should be said. You got all these grown ass people. These people are adults, supposed to be. They're adults by legal standards, yes. But are they mature grown ass people? I don't think so. Because grown ass people don't go around doing shit behind the scenes to prevent somebody from moving forward. And somebody that, and that's the thing about social media. People become obsessed with something about you. It's your light, of course. We they don't want me saying this shit, do they? Our lights irritate their demons. Yes, that's you know, not to trivialize it, but that's cliche. But it's the truth. But it's cliche because you can say that about anything. But the root of it really is that if I come across somebody's video profile, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada, even on the streets, you know, at work. Work is a little different because you're not paid to be, unless you have a job where you can do that. But at work, you're not really paid to be who the fuck you want to be. Unlike a regular 9 to 5, you're paid to follow the guidelines and rules set forth by a corporation or company, human resources. So if you work with a bitch that you don't like and they speak to you, you have to kind of speak back. You really do. Unless there's some obvious beef, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit they were supervisors say, you two just don't talk to each other. But, you know, if you don't really care too much for a bitch, but they speak to you, you should always speak back because you're at work. That's what you get paid to do. You're paid to be friendly. You're paid to follow rules. Now, on here, this platform, 7:27 on the clock, there are rules. There are guidelines. A whole shit more than there are at actual 9 to 5. But you know, there's so many people on YouTube. You know, there's not enough people to police this and to control it. I get it. I believe that YouTube as a corporation, it's like the, what do they call that? Not the golden rule, no. But you know, it's just kind of like you give people, you just kind of have to trust that people are going to do the right thing by people and by the standards of the platform, so that nobody's hurt or offended. But that's not the real world. But I digress. What I'm saying is that we have people who come across your videos, your profiles. I'm not the only person that's been shadow banned or bullied, but you got these people that come across your and they don't. What I was saying is that if I don't like some shit, I just don't like it. I don't dislike it. I just keep moving. I don't sit around and fuck with somebody because I don't like them, or you know, there's something about my frequency's too high. I don't vibrate on that level where I have to find something about somebody I don't like to start fucking with them. But see, these people, they come across and then I don't like that about that person. Why they talk like that? Who told him he could think like that? What it really is, though, it's your light irritating their demons. But it's actually what they look at you and then they wish that you were their reflection. I said it last week sometime, I think. But that's about projections. What actually occurs, I know now, is that people see something in you and me that they wish that they were. They certainly do. They see something and they go, they're so big and tough and shit, but they're not tough enough to admit the fact that they're actually envious or they're jealous or there's something inside of them that they're lacking. So then they find like-minded like-minded people. Come through, spirit. I'm writing that shit down. They find like-minded people. If depending on where you are in this country, it could be in the South somewhere. Like 9:49 o'clock. Like-minded people. like-minded people. Like-minded people. Yeah, they do. They find like-minded people who suffer from the same deficiency or deficit or the same shortcomings from somebody who could be up and coming, somebody who's very good at something that they do that these people are not good at, or they're not as good. And instead of trying to link up with people that can increase, that can help them gain instead of continue to lack, they go around more low vibrational people who are in a lack mentality, who need to be a part of a peanuts gallery, to entertain themselves and to gain money, of course, because that's what they resort to. Money makes their little world go round. Money makes them buy technology to make them look prettier, to seem smarter. Money gives them the means and opportunity to hire people to stalk you all day, to dislike your videos, to shadow ban your videos. And it's burdensome and it's tiresome. And it's very discouraging sometimes. I have to admit sometimes, when I get up every day for 2 weeks and I see that my subscriber count is still the same. Like it's never reaching where I know it should be. Let's just say what it is. I know where I should be. Me and God have discussed it. Plus, I know I'm talented, and I'm talented. I'm smart. I'm damn good looking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this to say about bullies. All those things, those few things I said about me, they're not. They're not. You are, but they're not. They're not at all. So they get around these like-minded people who come up with these grand plans and schemes to stomp on the little guy, the newcomer, the underdog. Underdog was a superhero. Everybody thought everybody treated Clark Kent like he was an underdog too. Certainly have. Every superhero has been treated like shit before they recognized and realized their full potential is what I'm getting at. And so all these, all these origin stories, all the origin stories were either somebody that was in love with them and they were dismissed, like, I don't want you. Or was a friend who competed, who was not good enough as the person that turns into a superhero, so they sabotage them. They became evil, green with envy, jealousy, or family, or sometimes just a fucking stranger who comes along and goes, "Ooh, I wish I could do that, but since I can't, I'm going to try to kill them." That's as simple as that. But collective. 3:03 on the clock. I want to give you something else to kind of consider. If you are somebody who comes across this video, you're meant to. There's a couple of different things. Continue to keep doing what you're doing. I do. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? Because like I said the other day, I'm kind of one of them people who used to be like, this shit ain't working. Fuck it. I quit. Don't nobody want to watch this shit. I ain't going to continue to make nothing. Don't nobody want to read this shit. I'm not going to continue to write. If I'm not appreciated, I won't go back to the fucking job. But all those things were tests that I forgave. I just forgave and walked away. I just said fuck it, gave it over. I didn't surrender it to God. I just surrendered it to the same people who were waiting for me to give it up or to surrender, so that they could grab it and say, "That's exactly what we wanted them to do." Now, now we can have it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me on that? So, I'm saying this to say that I get up every day. I do a number of different things, but more importantly, this YouTube channel is very important for me because it's about my mission, my vision, where I have always seen myself being in this world, to help people, to love people, to meet people, to build a collective group of people, a community that will help sustain a livable and a spiritually livable environment on this planet, because she needs us to do that. This is the truth. So if I can do it, you can do it. Continue to keep moving forward. If you could have 500,000 subscribers and motherfuckers are still fucking with you and bullying you. Continue to keep doing what you're doing, because it just makes them weaker. And the more like-minded people come together and congregate as one and continue to keep doing the fuck shit that they do, their numbers get bigger and people will really start to notice. Then they'll really start to see a lot of people. There'll be a lot of people in this group that'll go, you know what? These motherfuckers is crazy. What am I thinking? And they're going to walk away. I'd like the bullies to know, the people that are fucking with me on my channel. And you know, they've taken it as far as to employ the services of people in my own physical community. Do you know why they do that, though? Because they some bitches. These people fucking with me on this fucking channel, they wouldn't say shit to me on the streets. They better not. They couldn't. Because we too grown for that shit. Let's put your hands on me first. But the truth is as we all know this about Uncle 79, the spiritual savage. The truth is the only weapon that I've ever needed. So continue to keep going. These bullies are just people who've been bullied. Unfortunately, they've been bullied. 1600 on the clock, yeah, because you're a fucking president. You're presidential in this bitch. You deserve to be in the White House. You do. And I'm glad. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You are supposed to be in the White House. You're supposed to run this fucking show. And all these bullies are the constituents underneath you who always want to try to nitpick with you. Same thing they did with President Obama. And this ain't about, you know, we're not bringing politics into it. I'm just using this as an example. So hold your peace. I don't know. We're not having political conversations around here. I mean, comment down below if you want to. I just won't respond to it. But every little thing President Obama did, there was always a motherfucker that was fucking with him. And it was only because he was black or he was smart, educated, articulate, good looking, could dance, crack a little bit of joke, smile like this. You know what I'm saying? People were not happy about that. They were not happy about the fact that he dredged forward, he pushed forward and became the first African American president of the United States of America. They never wanted that in this confirmation. Okay? They never wanted him to do that. They just didn't. But he did. He didn't give up. And that's inspiration right there. Hell, let's take Donald Trump. Now, we all know how I feel about the 6'2" Oompa Loompa. But outside of that, he never gave up. Donald Trump ran for president 2 or 3 times before he actually won. What does that say? That there's a serious problem in this country, of course. But there's something greater beyond that problem, is that people can achieve whatever they set out to do. Their goals, their dreams, their aspirations. And best believe, with that orange skin and that thinning hairline and those ridiculous jokes and the stupid shit that comes out of his fucking mouth, oh, I'm sure he's been bullied his whole entire life. Oh, poor thing. But he still overcame the obstacles that were in his face. Rich, because he was rich too, but you know, he still had obstacles. There's still challenges that he has in front of him now and has had to overcome. You know, he might be a narc, but you know, we're love and light. You know, we're not gonna you know, fuel it with hatred. We're just gonna look at him, shake our heads, and go, "Fucking idiot." So next time you got a bully coming around your yard, your channel, fucking with you, don't respond to him unless you necessarily have to. I mean, sometimes you just gotta let a bitch have it, but just block him. Shake your head and go, "Fucking idiot." But keep moving forward. Do exactly what they don't want you to do, because they can't do what you do. They cannot do what you do. So you have to do what you do. Because if you let go of what you're doing and then they start doing it, they're going to try to do it and they're going to fuck it up. And then you're going to look back at yourself in the mirror and go, "You're such a fucking idiot. Why'd you get that up? You could have did that way better than them." Okay? It's your Uncle 79, the spiritual savage. It's savage truth. Like, share, follow, hit that notification button, and subscribe button. Please comment down below if this shit resonates with you, okay? I love you guys. 911 on the clock. This is an emergency. This is serious shit. Okay? Deuces.